Hey everybody, it's Brianne here with Brave Echo. So I wanted to talk with you today because it had been mentioned that people maybe don't know why they would want a vision board. So I wanted to share with you maybe why I vision board. And so I'll start with just a quick history of vision boarding throughout my life. I was not one of those kids who was like constantly collaging and had pictures all over their walls and things like that. I did have a pegboard, like a little cork board in my bedroom that I would like stick fortune cookie fortunes to and pictures of friends and things like that, but that's about as far as it went. So it wasn't intentional. There's no reason behind it really, other than, maybe I thought that maybe I liked the fortune cookie message, but that was it. That's as far as it went. Then there was a really heavy scrapbooking stage that I went through with my older sister, and that went on for a few years. And it was fun, but I mean, again, it wasn't intentional. It was just a really great time, that I had with my sister. It was just a bit of fun, a bit of quality time and crafting. So then I came to work at this company that was a financial company, but it was really big on mindset. And I would show up to the trainings because of the mindset sessions, and that's what kept me coming back. And it was in one of those, it was actually a team night in where they played The Secret for us. And so I hung out with a room full of other business acquaintances and we watched The Secret together. And that's probably the first time that I was really introduced to this whole idea of vision boarding and manifesting and, that whole world. So that's when it became a bit more of an intentional sit down and think it out, feel it out type of thing. So around that same time, which would have been probably, I think probably around 2006, I bought, or 2007, somewhere in there anyways, I bought the Vision Board book by Joyce Schwartz, and it's a fantastic book. I've gone through about 3 of them. I've either like literally worn them out or given them to friends, and it's just a really great book, so I would recommend that for sure. She's actually who I did my Master Vision Board coach certification through. So anyways, I went ahead and read this book and would give it a go on my own at home. Okay, so in 2014 I moved with my family to Australia. We moved from Alberta, Canada, to Brisbane, and it was just myself and my husband and my 2 kids, who at the time were 3 and 5. So within that first week of moving to this new country, my husband was called back to work. So that left me in Brisbane, city of 2 million, to learn how to drive on the opposite side of the road and find the grocery stores and find the, all the things that you need to do when you're a mom. Where do I get diapers? Where do I do all this? So anyways, I was really kind of this time of going, oh my God, like, there's so many new things happening, and it was good and I enjoyed it, but there was a lot of time that I spent alone and a lot of the time that I spent indoors because I just didn't want anything to do with crashing my babies in my truck in a city where I didn't even know where the nearest hospital was. So I had made a pact to myself before I left Australia that I wasn't going to be watching TV in the evenings. My kids went to bed at about 7 o'clock, and I had decided, like, I really enjoy self-development, and so I decided that I was going to read books instead of, watching TV. And so I did. I put the babies to bed and I would read my vision boarding book. And there's an activity in there that I had decided to do. And as I'm going through this activity, I learned something, and something clicked for me. And I just kind of understood that all of the hints and messages that life is giving you, like there's a reason for that, and there's a purpose behind that. And so it was really strange for me. So if any of you are expats, or if any of you have ever moved from one home to a completely new area, you know that there's 100 emotions that go on. And even though I knew the move was right for us, and the move was right for my family, there's still a ton of emotions that go on. And so to uproot and move, what was it like? Oh, I've Googled it here. It was 12,000. Where is it? Yeah, 12,585 kilometers from my home province in Canada to Brisbane. And after having left all of my family and everything that I knew, here I was in this tiny ass apartment in Brisbane with 2 sleeping babies. And after having gone through this vision board exercise, and I had made like tons of vision boards before, so timing is a part of it as well. But so anyways, I'm sitting there, and after having finished this exercise in the book, something just switched. Something made sense to me. And being 12,585 kilometers away from home, I was now in a spot where I felt completely at home within myself. And I understood that your roots aren't where you're from, your roots are within. And there's a way that you can connect so deeply with yourself that you're home no matter where you are. So that's why I vision board, is because it takes me back to that spot deep within myself where I'm connecting to who I authentically am and who I authentically think the best version of myself is, and what I need to work on to be that person and live that life and have that business model and have those relationships and any other topic that you can think of that you might want to improve in your life, in this experience. You can make a vision board for that, and you can connect deeply to what you want from that, what you want in this life. And I just think vision boarding is a really beautiful way to stay centered and to stay on purpose and to stay, just to stay really focused on who you truly are and what truly matters to you. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this video on why I vision board. And it's going to end up being 2 parts because it's already 9 minutes long. I'm sorry, I'm a talker. So, but either way, when I was trying to figure this out and sort out how I was going to lay out this video and what I was going to say, I drew a little picture. I don't know if you can see it, but I just had this little idea, this is your little vision board, right? And this is you. And this is all the crap that is going on in our life right now around it. So we have our housework, we have our jobs, we have our bills, we have what other people think about us, we have our family duties, garden work, fitness, taking care of yourself, self-doubt, in our abilities to parent, be a good friend, be a good partner, parent, career, parent, you know what I'm saying? There's all this crap that's going on around us. And what I like about having a vision board, which is mine over here, is that I can just take 2 minutes in the morning and at night, and I can look at my little vision board, and I know what these things mean to me. So I know that this picture represents, you know, how I feel that all of my little helpers on the other side, spirit side, are actually within me. And so I can look at that and I can connect to that and I can go, okay, that's where I live. That's where I want to live. And refocus myself and let all that other garbage go. And so that's what I want people to get out of the vision board workshops, is I want that for you. I want you to feel and find your home within yourself, and your grounding within yourself, and your roots within yourself. And because it's amazing. It's a really uplifting and healing place to live from. So that's why I vision board. Sorry for talking so long. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's actually a part 2. So if you're not sick of me yet, check out part 2 when I post it. Thanks very much.